episode 72 of Tombstone TV. My name is Bullet Bon Awesome, and I am the host of All Things Championship Wrestling Series. Our opening contest tonight is set for one fall, and it's a Survivors qualification matchup. Introducing first, with a win-loss record of 8 wins to 9 losses. This is his 18th ranked singles matchup. Former tag team champion of the world, representing the tag team of Big and Tall. This is the Tower of London, Mr. Big Ben. Big Ben would love to get onto the Violent Night 2 pay-per-view card, and folks, Violent Night 2 is but a few days away. This Saturday, 21st of December. We're back on pay-per-view. And who is the Tower of London facing tonight in our opening contest? It's Hardy Boy, of course. Also with 8 wins, 9 losses. Also his 18th ranked singles matchup. He's a former light heavyweight champion, former tag team champion. This man ended Big Ben's undefeated streak. He also, alongside his brother Dudley Bai, ended Big and Tall's tag team title reign at 142 days. Hardy Bai has had Big Ben's number on many an occasion, and Big Ben hates him for that. These two tag team specialists here about to go one-on-one again. Only here at Tombstone TV. And the winner of this one will go to that 5-man Survivors matchup at Violent Night. Our opening 5 contest tonight, folks. We have to have 5 winners. They will each compete in that elimination matchup at Violent Night 2, where we will determine the number 1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship at Stadium Royale in 2025. And Hardy, look at this. Oh my God, the athleticism to be able to take down Big Ben like that. You'd have to have mad core and quad strength. Dropping the knee onto the inside of the bicep, and you know that Hardy's got Big Ben's Buckingham chokeslam scouted, ladies and gentlemen. Anything he can do to prevent his throat being gripped and his back being splattered upon that mat. And look at this, Hardy in total control. My God, launching himself over the top rope and giving a kick to the top of the head of Big Ben. And again, the speed, the agility of Hardy Bai, and that shoot Hurricane Rana taking Big Ben down to the top rope. Acai moonsaulting, and that standing shooting star, but Big Ben gets the knees up, and that might be the opportunity that Big Ben needed to get back into this one. Neck breaker to take Hardy Bai down, and that goes for the right hand and misses. Hardy speed whipping Ben into the corner, pulls up with a big forearm splash into the turnbuckle. And look at that, sit out power bomb from the corner. Big Ben gets the shoulder up before the referee can even count to 1. Hardy now again going from that second rope, and look at that kick across the face, and look at the state of the face of Big Ben. He's been cut wide open by Hardy. Big Ben angered now. My God, he's going with this gut wrench. Got Hardy up onto the shoulders, and Hardy's fighting his way out of it. Hardy drops down the back. Big Ben bust open and bloodied, and Hardy now whipping Big Ben off the ropes, drops down. And an arm drag to the much, much taller man. Hardy going for the cover off the arm drag. Ben's face, a state. A Big Ben kicks out at 2. Hardy stomping across the already battered and bloodied face of Big Ben. And look now, like a shark in the water, he's targeting that bloodied face. Dynamic cam entering the fans, ladies and gentlemen. What's Hardy got in mind here? Over the top. He stepped off that second rope, and a corkscrew full body assault to the outside, and Big Ben caught all of it. Hardy Bai is taking the man down. Hardy driving the already battered face of Big Ben off his knee. And folks, I don't know what's gotten into Big Ben recently, but he's not been on the best run of form. Oh, and he just launches Hardy. Recently losing to Fabian Nils, of course, and special buy, and Hardy's got the cover, and again, folks, this might be it. 1, 2, oh my God, Big Ben gets his shoulder up at 2.999. Hardy now climbing to the top rope. And from the top, he goes for that corkscrew body attack, but Big Ben evades and it kicks Hardy in the face as he lands. Big Ben now with the big clothesline. Ducking under. And a big back body drop, taking Hardy bite down. And Big Ben now with the spine buster. And Hardy's been flattened. We've got the cover here. 1, 2. And Hardy bite kicks out of it. Big Ben psyched up, scooping him up. So looking for that running power slam. My God, London is falling on Hardy by 2, 3. Big Ben picks up the victory here tonight on Tombstone TV, and he books his slot. He's going to Survivors. What? Big Ben, the disgusting behavior out of this one. Not like this, Ben. You're better than that. Big Ben taking out all that rage, stomping on the ribs here of Hardy by Big Ben, now battered and bloodied, and he's got to wrestle again in just 5 days' time at Violent Night. Folks, don't go anywhere. We've got 4 more Survivors qualification bouts yet to come. Moonbeam Jr. will be fighting his own father, Moonbeam Originalis. Daryl Walker taking on Mo Money later on tonight. Martial Arts versus Zachary Evans. And up next, folks, Rocky Beach taking on Blacklight. And don't forget the women's tag team #1 contenders match between Sunset Connection and the Force Awakens in our semi-main. And then, folks, in our last matchup of the evening, Contenders 17 will we determine a new #1 contender for the World's Heavyweight Championship. Who's going to go face TKO Thiago K. Oliveira, the Brazilian Stallion at Violent Night 2. Find out with me, folks, tonight on Tombstone TV. And folks, we have another Survivors qualification bout coming up right now. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for, ladies and gentlemen? Tombstone TV is where it's at. Making his way to the ring first in this one, with 7 wins and 8 losses, this is Blacklight. Blacklight sees gold in his future. He sees opportunity on the horizon. Do you see it too? Ladies and gentlemen, we are just on our way to our 18th pay-per-view event, Violent Night 2. The card is stacked. Killian Curse defends the Light Heavyweight Championship against Prince Toro. Los Bestias Locas take on Lock and Load for the Tag Team Championships, and Hanaconda challenges Wanda Curse for that women's title. We know that Pete Boggs will be taking on the IC champ Jackson Gage Harris for the Intercontinental Championship, and we do know that a mystery man will be taking on Totally Not Mark for that Internet's Championship. Folks, there's plenty more to come, including the Survivors match where we will determine the next #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. What 5 men are going to be in that matchup? You're going to find out with me tonight, folks. Will it be this man, Rocky Beach, headed to the ring now representing the Sunset Connection. 5 wins, 7 losses. This is a ranked singles matchup, folks. And if Rocky can win, he will go to Violent Night 2 this Saturday, the 21st of December. Rocky Beach out here, making a name for himself. He's already won a contenders match in the past. He had a casket match with Wrench M on pay-per-view before. This guy knows what it's like. But then again, so does his opponent. Blacklight is a former Survivor. He challenged Travis the Savage Sanchez on pay-per-view for that Intercontinental Champion, and he actually beat Travis on the night via countout. Both of these men know what it's like know how hard it is when the big and bright lights are on, and Rocky proving that by taking Black Light down to the mat rather quickly here. It points the elbow across the face. Black Light, oh, back at the arm getting stomped on here, and Rocky's going to want to watch out for Black Light's blackout kick, the blackout knee, and look at this, that's ring rope assisted kick across the face here, and Rocky now getting his face punched in and smashed down to the mat just like that. Black Light takes control of the matchup, but this sun-kissed, sun-tanned Australian Superman, Rocky Beach, you can't count him out of it. Look at the muscles. He loves to punch men in the face. And you know he's gonna punch Black Light. Oh my God, look at that shoulder breaker. Rocky having to roll to the outside of Black Light, launching himself off that top rope and that side to the floor with the splash, taking down Rocky Beach. The innovation out of Black Light, folks. I never know what he's going to do next, but Rocky just changed the momentum of that one, and he slammed Black Light flat down to the mat, and that's a thin virtual pad outside on the virtual floor, protecting our virtual athletes from the virtual concrete below, ladies and gentlemen. The virtual human body is not supposed to take beatings like that, as Rocky launches Black Light into that crowd barricade and then poses for the Tombstoners in attendance, for the Graveyard Arena audience. Black Light gets his head smashed off that turnbuckle, and Rocky now getting back into the ring. Black Light out on his back. Black Light, the man that has previously won a pay-per-view match by count out. He's being threatened with count out right now. Rest count up to 8, but Black Light makes it back into the ring. Rocky grappling Black Light, dragging him over to the ropes, and a big right hand again. I told you, folks, he loves to punch men in the face. It says so in his song. The dynamic hand watching now as Rocky Beach chokes the life out of Black Light, and he whips him into the corner. Black Light gets splashed into the corner. Rocky has him where he wants him, folks. Center of the ring. One. Black Light kicks out. Rocky looks shocked at that one. Did you see the way his eyes just lit up? Folks, Rocky Beach going to the top. Here's the Superman fly. He drops the elbow across the chest. And Black Light rolls to the outside. What's Rocky got in mind here? He goes over the top rope. He clipped that rope and still connected. Rocky now with the standing splash, and Black Light, folks, has definitely been in better situations. He kicks Rocky off. Black Light now psyching himself back up. This is anyone's match. Ladies and gentlemen, the momentum has changed back and forth, back and forth. Black Light down right in front of the CWS advertisement. The ad for Tombstone TV, which is on every Tuesday night on YouTube, and Violent Night 2, folks, our next pay-per-view event. It's actually a free premium live event, but I got them pay-per-views for crack. Our 18th one here since your start of CWS. It's going to be our 90th overall show. 72 episodes of Tombstone TV and 18 pay-per-views. And look at that! Rocky took too much time to taunt on the top of the apron, and he's after coming down off the turnbuckle. Black Light again. My God, off that top rope to the outside with that cross body, and he took him down. And this lady right here is having a wonderful time. Better time than Rocky Beach is right now. Black Light doing press-ups, mocking the muscle man, Rocky Beach. Perhaps it's not like Black Light to lose focus on the result like that, but Black Light now launching himself up to the top, and from the top he goes for that elbow drop, and he caught him around the midriff, and we've got the 1, 2, and Rocky Beach gets the shoulder up. Black Light's got a bit more to do if he wants to win this one, but Rocky stays alive in the matchup. Big right hand over the top of the head now, and Black Light whipping Rocky up the ropes. He pulls it back, but Rocky dips under, kicks low. And Rocky now dragging Black Light again back over to the turnbuckle and bounces the head off that top turnbuckle pad. Rights, lefts, gut punches. My gosh, look at the fierce competitor that is Rocky Beach unloading on Black Light. And Black Light comes. No, he hasn't. Rocky, he gets him up. My God, the alley-oop. He's after dropping him face first into the mat, and from that height, surely that's it. But Rocky not done with Black Light yet. Scoops him up and dropping him throat first across the top rope. Rocky, the springboard moonsault. Rocky with that springboard moonsault. The Rock is off 2, 3. My goodness. Jab on Blacklight. I full on thought he had that one. I can't. Rocky's going for the camel clutch, that chokehold. But Blacklight's foot got to the ropes apparently. Blacklight with the good punch. And now Blacklight, right hand. And he, the blackout clothesline. That discus blackout clothesline. We got the 1, 2. And Rocky kicks out. And my God, folks, I want to see these guys go again. This has been a great matchup so far. Discus clothesline. Yet again. Center of the ring. Blacklight gets the cover. 1, 2, 3. Blacklight is yet again going to Survivors. And he goes 8-8 in ranked singles matches. Rocky falling further down the card, adding another loss to the list. Blacklight joins Big Ben in that Survivors matchup this Saturday, folks. What other 3 athletes are going to join them as we determine the next number 1 contender for the men's Intercontinental Championship? Find out me, folks. Tombstone TV rolls on. Championship Wrestling Series related, and I want to thank you for joining us here tonight. If you've liked any of our content, if you shared it, if you've watched any of the matches or shorts or full shows, thank you very, very much, folks. You've made this a lot of fun since I started the channel. This is a Survivors qualification bout, folks, and introducing first with 7 wins and 9 losses in his 17th ranked singles matchup. This is Mr. Martial Arts, a former contender. He main evented Masquerade Brawl number 1 versus Major Attraction for the heavyweight championship of the world. And now he's looking to qualify for this Survivors matchup at Violent Night 2. Will Martial Arts pick up the victory here tonight, folks? Or will it be his opponent? Marshall, of course, one half of the Savage Hearts alongside Travis the Savage Sanchez, who we will see in action later on tonight, folks, as he is qualified for Contenders 17 in the main event. And folks, Marshall's opponent here for the night, former Intercontinental Champion. He actually lost the championship to our current heavyweight champion, Thiago K. Oliveira. This is Zachary Evans, and Zachary's coming to us, folks, for his 23rd ranked singles matchup with 13 wins and 9 losses. Same amount of losses as Marshall Arts. Zach Evans, this man forever sees gold in his future, and he would love to go to Violent Night, where he'd become the survivor and potentially then go to Stadium Royale 2025, which will be our pay-per-view event in January. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really looking forward to that one. We're going to have advertisements for Stadium Royale 2025 at the Violent Night 2 show this weekend. So if you're looking forward to seeing that, like I am, come back on Saturday, 21st of December. Martial Arts looks ready for this, and Zachary Evans also ready for action, and the referee rings the bell, and this thing starts off. The 2 lock up in the center here. Marshall grabs a headlock and drives the right hand into the face of the Golden Nakes of CWS, and look at that belly to back, and he just took him down. Oh, look at that chop across the chest, and Zach Evans hasn't gotten into this one yet, and a shoot Hurricane Rana. Look at that now as Martial Arts drop kicks the lower back here as Zachary Evans, who hasn't actually gotten into the fight here at all, gets whipped off the ropes, and a big scoop power slam. Martial Arts taking the former Intercontinental Champion down. I'm going to take a sip of my black coffee now as Marshall scoops Zach Evans up and drops him throat first across that top rope. Marshall now looks like he's targeting the legs here, and he goes for the knee and the ankle at the same time, and Zach Evans is in a bad way. Look at that, stomping across the ankle. Marshall with the game plan, it seems. Low kick here from Zach Evans. Marshall now in a pinning predicament, and we've got the 1. And Marshall kicking out at 1. Zach Evans has a lot to do if he wants to keep Marshall down. And he just, look at the strength of Zachary Evans to just launch Marshall from one end of the ring to the other. He goes over the top rope and outside of the floor where he landed pretty hard on the virtual pads below. Referee beginning to count both men out as Zachary Evans stomping in the back of the arms here. Marshall Harts. And tossing Marshall into that barricade. Zach Evans is slamming the head of Marshall Harts off the floor here. Those pads, virtual pads protecting the virtual wrestlers from the virtual concrete below. And Zachary Evans, I think he just burst Marshall open with those stiff right hands across the top of the face. And dragging him around on the outside. He actually just tossed him back into the ring. Zachary Evans could have had a very easy count-out victory there. And he just dropped the leg across the back of the head, driving Marshall's already cut open, bust open face into the ring mat. Marshall now fighting back. And the DDT, and Zach Evans gets dropped in his face. And Marshall now with the cover. Whoa, not even a one count here as Zach Evans kicks out of that pinfall predicament. Marshall goes to the right hand. He actually turned him inside out, and he's scooping him up, and that high angle slam, that Marshall Harts slam. And we've got the ref down. We've got a 1, 2, and my goodness, can you believe it? Zachary Evans kicks out at 2. The Dynamic Cam and myself, we both believed it was done. Zach rolling to the outside. He thinks he's got a moment's breather, but Marshall Harts with the suicide dive to the outside. Zach evades it. Marshall goes crashing down onto the bloody face and the big spine buster outside. Marshall's just been rocked front to back right here, folks. Face first and then slamming onto the back of the head moments later. Zachary Evans sees he's got it. Surely he's one golden power bomb away from victory. Stomp across that midsection. Marshall in a very, very bad way. Surely this is Zachary Evans' moment to shine. He launches Marshall back into the ring. Marshall lying face down, center of the ring, and Zach now slowly making his way back in. He's got the time. Stomps in the back, and he's looking for this, locking in this golden chokehold, and Marshall Harts bloodied up and broken. And Zach just slams his head flat back into the mat. He knows he's not going to tap like that. Whipping him off the ropes. Dropping down, Marshall. Oh, he caught the big back elbow from Zach Evans. And he scoops him up for a power slam. Marshall Harts now going over to the top turn. No, Marshall Harts just removed that turnbuckle pad. And he's just whipped Zach Evans chest first into the turnbuckle pad. It's the exposed turnbuckle. Marshall threw the pad away. Zach Evans chest first into that exposed turnbuckle. And my God, Marshall now whipped the cover. The referee didn't see it, of course, one. But Zach Evans kicks out at 1. Zachary Evans wants the survivor. He wants to become the Intercontinental Champion again. He wants to be the first ever 2-time Intercontinental Champion here in CWS. Stomping onto the head of Zachary Evans. Marshall now looking to burst open the face of Zach Evans, the way that Zach Evans burst open his own face. Oh, and Zach with the headbutt. Looks like Zach's looking to burst open his own face too, and headbutts like that stomp across the guts. And again, locking in this choke, the golden chokehold, and this might be it. Marshall might be forced, and he does. Marshall Harts taps out. Zachary Evans picking up another win, folks. 14-9 in his 23rd ranked singles match. Picking up that submission victory, and Marshall Harts is going to have to do something, folks, because his losing ways continue. Zachary Evans booking his way in the Survivors match, folks, and this might be the most stacked Survivors match yet, and there's still 2 spaces left to fill. Will Darryl Walker or Mo Money be the next man to book his spot at Violent Night 2? Find out with me, folks, as that matchup is coming up right here next to Tombstone TV, and it's our 4th Survivors qualification bout. We already know Zachary Evans, Blacklight, and Big Ben are going to be competing in that 5-man matchup, and who else is going to join them, folks? We'll look at this man right here representing the team of the Walkers, Undead, the former one half the tag team champions of the world. With 6 wins, 7 losses, this is his 14th ranked singles matchup. Daryl Walker. Folks, I want to thank you for joining us. I hope you join us again on Saturday for Violent Night 2. Tonight we determine who the women's tag team #1 contenders are going to be. Who's going to be facing the Dancer Sisters at Violent Night. We will also have a women's contenders match at Violent Night. We will determine the #1 contender for the Stadium Royale title matchup. We'll have the Survivors match, of course. We've got that blow-off match between Tiernan Og and Garen Noon. I've been promised there's going to be a guest referee for that one. Very few people are qualified to keep these two apart and judge that one down the middle. The Platinum Kings will be taking on the Grim Reapers in a tag team cage match. The matchup we didn't get on TV a few weeks ago. There'll be an 8-man battle royal. The Yule Brawl, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of that will be the light heavyweight #1 contender for the Stadium Royale. And folks, tonight's Contenders winner, the Contender 17, will take on Thiago Oliveira for the World's Championship. Find out with me in the main event who is that going to be. But first, folks, Mo Money is making his way to the ring for his 15th ranked singles matchup. 7 wins and 7 losses. Another predominantly, he's a tag team wrestler. He was hired to compete alongside his tag partner, life partner, his husband, Chase Money, in our tag division, but his solo run has been so good. Mo has been focusing on the heavyweight division for most of his career since arriving at CWS. You can say something similar for Daryl Walker, who again started as a tag team wrestler, but his singles run was just so effective. He's recently stopped tagging as often with his brother Merle Walker. The Walkers from Dead seemingly put on the back burner. Daryl versus Mo, 2 tag wrestlers who are solo stars in their own right, and they're going to go toe-to-toe and blow for blow here in this one. Will Mo Money or Daryl Walker make it to the Violent Night card? That show is going to be stacked, ladies and gentlemen. I don't need to tell you again, because the matches I've already listed are just huge. Which of these men is going to be adding themselves to that Survivors matchup? Referee rings the bell, and Daryl out the gates. A series of blows here, but Mo catches him and unloads a left in the midsection, scooping Daryl up onto the shoulder, walking him around the ring, and drops him throat first onto that top rope. Slamming the head of Daryl Walker into the flat of the mat, and just like that, Mo Money is on top. Stomp onto the face. Stomp onto the face. And that running money splash. Mo taking Daryl flat to the mat. Daryl, the survival expert, used to taking on any kind of fight put before him. Mo Money just loving the challenge. He's an absolutely... Oh, what a top rope elbow. He's an outrageously talented fighter. And look at this, the alligator roll, taking Daryl around, picking him up, and just... Who manhandles Daryl Walker like that? Mo Money has truly made a name for himself since arriving on the scene here in CWS earlier this year. Daryl, of course, is an OG roster member, but Mo Money only arrived for Season 2. And yet, Mo's had more singles matches. More singles ranked matches, at least, than Daryl has. And again, Mo taking control. Again, going to the top rope. What's Mo gonna mind? My God, the top rope money splash. And that might be it, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, not even a 2 count here. And Daryl manages to kick out of that top rope money splash. And now Mo going to the second rope. Celebrating as if he's already won the thing. And now he's stalking Daryl. And Mo catches him around the midriff, but Daryl tries to point the elbow to the top of the head. And now Daryl kicks Mo. And Daryl scoops him up. My God, Daryl, the devastation, taking Mo down like that. Daryl now walking over to the far corner. Mo turns around, and Daryl just damn near cuts him in half with that spear. And we've got a 1, 2. I thought that was it. And so did Daryl. Mo kicks out at 2.999. Daryl now wrapping his arms around the midsection. Look at this. Can Mo survive? He can. He's driving the elbow into the back of the head here. Daryl and the Mongolian chop forcing Daryl to let go. But the money kick. The money kick. Daryl's ears were ringing and Mo drops him with that money kick. And Mo now pulling Daryl away from the ropes and he goes down for the cover. We've got the 1, 2. And Daryl kicks out. Maybe Mo took too much time to reposition Daryl. My God, sit out spine buster. Bomb. 1, 2, 3. Mo Money is going to Survivors. He's going to Violent Night. And Mo picking up a victory in his 15th ranked singles matchup. And Daryl falling further down the card, taking the L on this one. Folks, I'm really looking forward to this Survivors matchup. This is a stacked match. Big Ben, Blacklight, Zach Evans, and Mo Money, all potential contenders to the heavyweight title, and they'll be duking it out in an elimination, no disqualification matchup that we've claimed Survivors. Folks, who's the 5th man going to be in this one? We've got father versus son. The Cosmic Alliance will implode, at least temporarily, in our next bout as Moonbeam Jr. takes on Moonbeam Originales in one-on-one action. Don't go anywhere, post that matchup. It's coming up here tonight in episode 72 of Tombstone TV, and it's our 5th Survivors qualification bout, and it's the one I've been looking forward to most because the Cosmic Alliance, at least for one night only, folks, looks like it's about to explode. Introducing first, for his 13th ranked singles matchup with 5 wins and 7 losses, this is Moonbeam Jr., and he is representing the Cosmic Alliance. This man won Contender 16 and went on to face TKO for the World's Championship. Just last month at the Eliminator 2 pay-per-view in Newcastle upon Tyne, England, he had been on the run of his life, ladies and gentlemen, way back since Survivor Slam 2. Moonbeam has been putting the work in and getting noticed by both fans, management, and even by the boys in the back, and Moonbeam went on a run, winning a fatal 4-way, defeating Loco Lobo Azul, winning the Contenders matchup, winning the tag matchup with Tiernan against Garen and his partner Paddy Fields, only to lose on that pay-per-view, and since then his confidence has been dashed and he's lost matches since. This is an interesting one though. If anything is going to give Moonbeam Jr. the kick in the bum to spark him back up, it might be by going toe-to-toe with his own father, the man that spawned him, the founder of the group, the Cosmic Alliance. This man right here, Moonbeam Sr., Moonbeam Originales, the original Moonbeam, whatever you call him. Moonbeam Jr. calls him Daddy, and tonight, father and son will duke it out. Only one of these men is going to the Survivors match. Only one of these men is going to join Mo Money, Zach Evans, Blacklight, and Big Ben in that no disqualification elimination matchup to determine the number 1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship at Violent Night 2. Come on, folks. Who's it going to be? Junior gets leveled by his own father. A cosmic clothesline out the gates, and Moonbeam Originales takes his son down, and as Junior tries to fight back, Originales tries to point the elbow into his son's ribs, and look at that overhead punch and some gut shots, and now driving his son down. There's going to be nothing in the way preventing Moonbeam Originales from getting the pay-per-view, it seems. I wasn't sure I was expecting this viciousness out the gates from father to son, but it looks like Originales has no problem laying hands on his child. I guess we know that to be true. In the past, we've seen him lay hands on his other son, Sunbeam, of course, the exiled child, the lone star in the CWS Galaxy, brother of Moonbeam Jr., co-founder of the Cosmic Alliance, and he's been banned from the group. Moonbeam Originales chopping away and stomping at the face. Look at this. Proving that he's the dominant one He goes for the cover, and we've got the 1. And Junior manages to kick out. Questions have been asked recently of Moonbeam Jr. and Moonbeam Originalis' relationship. From the top, look at the elbow drop. All the way down, and Originalis from caution to the wind here to defeat his son. People have been asking, was Moonbeam Originalis proud of Junior from getting to the title match or winning Contenders, or was he disappointed he didn't do it himself? Was he furious that his son had a one-on-one title matchup before he had one himself? Oh my God, and as Junior's proudly standing on the apron taunting and peacocking his father, speared him through the ropes and off the apron. And Moonbeam Originalis is schooling his son right now. Did Junior take his father too lightly in this situation? Moonbeam tossing Moonbeam Jr. into the ring. And Originalis now giving chase. Gonna take a sip of my black coffee here. Elbows to the midsection here. Junior with the right hand. Good shot. And the elbow driven into the face and off the ropes. That handspring, that back elbow connects. Originalis tried to get out of the way, but he couldn't. And Moonbeam Jr. took down his own father. It bounces his head off that top turnbuckle pad. Oh my God, these guys are going back and forth. They have each other so well scouted. Look at that step up drop kick and that clothesline, and Moonbeam Originalis has been taken down. Moonbeam Jr. now launching himself to the outside. And what's he looking for here, folks? He's climbing. He's going to the top. And Moonbeam gets down. His father was getting out of dodge. Maybe Junior couldn't bring himself to hit the big moves on his father, but he hits him with this cosmic neck breaker. Both men struggling to get back to their feet here on Tombstone TV. Looks like Junior had the advantage. Whips his father off the ropes and meets him with a drop kick. Originalis now using the ropes to pull himself up, and Junior now watching on, and Junior goes for that spear, but his father had it scouted. He was going to hit his dad with the same move he hit him with earlier. But Originalis had that scouted, and Junior now choking at his father. Look, you can hear him. If you want to be vicious, I can be vicious too. That's what he said. Whipping his father into the corner, and Junior, these elbow strikes. And Originalis has been taken down. Moonbeam to the top. That moonsault, my God. He connects with it. Moonsault lands on his feet, and a standing moonsault. And Moonbeam Originalis had the first one scouted, but not the second, and yet he still kicked out. Junior perched back on the top. Originalis getting back to his feet, and my God, top rope Hurricane Rana. Both legs are hooked. He's pinning his own father. 2, and Originalis kicks out of it. Junior now springboards on another second rope moonsault. And Junior's back again to the top. That's standing. That shooting star press. And we've got the 1, 2, 3. Moonbeam Jr.'s done it, folks. He's going to Survivors. He's defeated his own father in his 13th ranked singles matchup. He picks up the win, and Moonbeam Originalis suffers only his 3rd loss since arriving here in CWS. Junior is going to face Mo Money, Zachary Evans, Blacklight, and Big Ben at Violent Night 2. And his face is battered yet again, folks. Don't go anywhere. The semi-main event of the evening is coming up right here next as the Force Awakens take on the Sunset Connection in a women's tag team matchup to determine the number 1 contenders for the women's tag titles. The Dancer Sisters will be defending their titles against the winner of the next matchup, folks. Will their 3rd reign with the gold end abruptly? Find out with me, folks, at Violent Night 2 this Saturday, the 21st of December. And folks, after this tag matchup, of course, we've got Contenders 17. We're going to get to see Travis the Savage Sanchez, Lord and Savior, Cara Del Diablo, Hiro Satoshi, the future shop briefcase holder, Parker St. James, Fabian Mills, Eli Valentine, Tommy, Torque Thompson, Will Richards, and of course, Major Attraction will all be in action to determine the number 1 contender for the men's heavyweight championship of the world. Don't go anywhere, folks. That's right, stick with Tombstone TV. women's tag action coming up right here next. Night of episode 72 Tombstone TV, the go home show before Violent Night 2 this Saturday, the 21st of December. We've got women's tag team action, and here they come, folks. The former tag team champions of the world on your left in yellow and black, that is Air Force 2, and then your right, folks, in the blue, that is Gale Force. The team of the Force Awakens looking to reclaim the gold. They did defeat the Dancer Sisters for the Women's Tag Team Championships, ending their second reign. And then after only 28 days with the titles, they lost those belts back to the Dancer Sisters in that rematch. Dancers now on their third reign with the Women's Tag Team Championships. Will the Force Awakens be the team to face them? At Violent Night 2, will the Force Awakens take the titles back? Very, very interesting. If that's the case, or will it beat their opponents here tonight, folks? Remember, Gale Force used to be in a tag team called Beach Force alongside one of these ladies right here. That's Sunny Bay and her tag partner, Sandy Beach, the former partner of Gale Force, and these two keep coming back to face each other. The team of the Sunset Connection versus the team of the Force Awakens. Force Awakens, of course, 3 wins, 3 losses is a women's tag team of the Sunset Connection with 5 wins and 3 losses. They are also former women's tag team champions of the world. Sunny Bay, Sandy Beach, looking serious here tonight. Sandy hopping up onto that apron. Rolls under the ring. I'm very excited at this women's tag match, folks. The winners become number 1 contenders for the women's tag team titles. They will go to Violent Night 2. The most violent night of the year. 12 matches of Christmas coming up for you, folks, just before the new year. And Sunny in control from the start here, taking out the arm here, Gale Force. Sunny now early tag to Sandy, and Sandy and Gale now former tag partners going at it here, and Gale dropping Sandy with those kicks to the knee, and look at that for a DDT, immediately taking Sandy down onto her face. The team at Beach Force were a bit of a laughingstock in season 1, if you remember, folks. Knew the women had a great singles run, so they saw an opportunity in the women's tag team division. Not a lot of teams going on, so they formed a union. They got many tag wins under their belts, but the team sort of dissolved towards the end of season 1, and as the roster expanded for season 2, Air Force 2 joined the CWS roster, and then Sunny Bay also joined, and the former partners went and they got their own former partners. Of course, Force Awakens were a team on the independent scene, and so was the Sunset Connection. It's great to see these teams making it to the big leagues. Gale makes the tag, Air Force 2 and Sunny Bay. Oh my god, Sunny just took down the ref and then took down Air Force almost simultaneously. And look at that big cross-body attack here, taking down Air Force 2. Sunny locking up here, dragging Air Force 2 around the ring and bouncing the head of Air Force 2 off that top turnbuckle pad. Oh, look at that forearm shot. Knee into the throat here. Sandy and Sunny make an effective tag team, and Sandy launches herself across the ring, and Air Force 2 scattered her, driving the point of the elbow into the face. Sandy, and look at that for a Samoan drop, taking the breath out of Sandy. Sandy hasn't rolled to the outside. Will tonight be a better night for the women's tag team Sunset Connection than they were for their stablemate Rocky Beach, who was in action earlier tonight? Unsuccessful in that matchup against Blacklight, of course. Won, and Air Force steps right in and just steps right onto the head of Sandy. Sandy launching Air Force off the rope, over the ropes, in fact, and outside to the floor. Sandy Beach now going to the top. Gale thought she had a breather on the outside, but the crossbody from the top takes Gale Force down, and Sandy Beach taking control, kicks her low, and a DDT outside on the floor. That's a virtual pad protecting our virtual athletes from the virtual concrete below, folks. That was a stiff landing there for Gale Force. Sandy now tossing Gale into the steel steps. There's a chance here that Sandy could get the count-out victory, getting back into the ring. Gale is out on her feet. The referees count up to 9. Air Force just got dropped off the ropes with a slingshot stunner, and my goodness, Gale gets back to the ring. Sandy trying to power Gale around. But Gale manages to drive the point of the elbow into the midsection, the kick, and there I go, the hit factor. Gale dropping Sandy. Goes under, and look at that foot there, the face, eat the feet. Gale with the cover now. 1, 2, and Sandy manages to kick out and break up the pinfall. Gale walks across the ring, makes the tag here to Air Force 2. Air Force 2 now the legal woman in the matchup. And a massive headbutt there from Air Force 2 to the top of the head of Sandy Beach, and the neck breaker taking Sandy down. Whipping off the ropes, and look at that elbow to the face. And we've got the 1, and Sunny kicking out a 1. Air Force with a lot left to do. Air Force Jr. stomping across the face here. Stomping across the back of the head. And look at that super kick. Air Force 2 taking down Sunny Bay, and Sandy forced to dive across the ring and break up the pinfall. Air Force makes the tag. Gale now legal. Gale going straight on the attack here, and now taunting the team of Sunset Connection. Gale seemingly, I thought she was going to allow Sunny up, and then just at the last second, right hand to the face, and look at that second rope assisted moonsault. Gale taking too much time to taunt, and Sunny makes the tag, and Sandy and Gale going back at it. Gale now, look at this convoluted arm drag to take down Sandy, and an errant stomp onto Sunny before she could make it out of the ring. But the distraction of Sunny was enough for Sandy to take control. Sandy now with these low kicks here to the legs of Gale Force, and whipping Gale off the ropes. Sandy misses wildly with a slap. It's as if her depth perception was off, and now locking in this knee into the back and torquing away at the arse. But Gale manages to power out and whip Sandy over the top of her head. Gale ducks under and again eat the feet, and Sandy gets dropped. Gale makes the tag. Air Force 2 now legal. Air Force going to the top. Is she looking for that Air Force splash? Air Force crash landing. That splash landing, and we've got a 0 count because Sunny gets in to break up the count again. The referee's going to have to do something about these partners interfering in the matches. Each of these guys is going to end up with a warning at the very least. Gale getting the tag now from Air Force 2, and Gale is now stalking her former friend and partner. Gale with Sandy up, and Sandy's fighting out of it, elbow to the jaw. Gale's forced to drop her, and look at that spinning, that cyclone kick. Gale was kicked so hard in the face she bounced off the ropes and stayed standing in an instant, bounced the top of the head off that turnbuckle. Sandy locking up now, look at this, taking the arm and driving the elbow in the face here. Gale gets taken down. Sandy now with the foot across the chest. Sunny liking what she sees as her partner is in control. Sunny, Sandy, tag again. Gale in the wrong part of town. Nowhere to go. Sunny looks like she's taking a moment here in the stomp onto Gale. Gale rolling to the outside, and Sunny's going to the top. We don't often see Sunny go high, and there we have it, folks. Just taking the mick out of me and the fans. Sunny now targeting Air Force with the drop kick off the apron, and Sandy launching Gale back into the ring. Gale rolling back to her feet, and that Hurricane Rana taking Sunny down. Is Gale Force about to win this thing for her team? And look at this. Chokehold applied. Very innovative from Gail. Gail going to the top. But Sunny catches her. Gail goes for the... Oh, I don't know what happened there. She missed with the elbow. Did her legs give way? Sunny dragging Gail to the center of the ring. Sunny drives Gail flat down to the mat, and just like that, Gail's in a world of hurt again. Tag made, Sandy Beach back into the ring. And Gail takes her down with that clothesline. But Sandy gets up, and just whatever it takes to take control, slamming the head of Gail off the mat. And look at Sandy Beach go. Whipping Gail over. And that spear through the second and third ropes, taking Gail Force down. Oh, Sunny went for the tag. Sandy, distracted by Air Force 2, didn't actually tag her partner. Stuns Air Force off the apron outside of the floor, and now it looks like Sandy's walking back over. And again, Sunny went for the tag, but Sandy didn't accept it. And Gail outside posing here. Sandy and Gail, what is going on here? Straight suplex outside on the floor. Gail now locking up with Sandy and tossing her into the steps on the outside as the referee is counting both of these women out. Rest count up to 4. Gail, Sandy going hard here on the outside. Rest count up to 7, and Gail launches Sandy back into the ring. Gail's got to get back in herself at the count of 9. And Gail making it to the corner. Makes the tag to Air Force 2. And Sandy's still trying to go it alone. Air Force picking her up onto the shoulders, and that Samoa wind drop one more time. And Air Force 2 now going for the cover, and the referee's warm. Sunny, don't get in here. 2. And Sandy manages to kick out. Air Force contemplating the tag, doesn't make it. Sandy struggles back to her feet. Air Force whipping Sandy off the ropes and bounces back and drop down and a leapfrog and a... Air Force now, headlock applied. Punch at the top of the head. Air Force makes the tag. It's Gail, it's Sandy. We're back at this one, folks. Lifting Sandy onto the top. Sandy with that elbow, she manages to climb back down. Sandy dragging the head of Gail and laying her flat down into the mat. Sandy finally makes the tag. Sunny accepts it. Sunny back into the matchup, charges across the ring. Look at the dropkick, just knocked Gail flat onto her back, and Sunny in control here, taking Gail down, targeting the arm. And Sunny is in control. Sunny Bay from the top, that cartwheel splash attack, and Air Force 2 now getting back in against the referee's orders. Surely the referee's got a disqualifier. Just a lean talking to, it seems. Sandy, Sunny make the tag. Air Force been warned again by the referee. Referee's discretion, of course. As Gail gets whipped off the rope, Sandy with the drop down. Leapfrog. And there we have it, that's spinning, that cyclone kick, and Sandy gets the cover on Gail. And the referee just shouted at Air Force 2 not to get in. Sandy makes the cover, picking up the victory for her team, and the Sunset Connection goes 6-3 in ranked tag action, folks. Sunset Connection versus the Dancer Sisters. It's going to be a heck of a match for the women's tag team titles at Violent Night 2. Sandy was at the bottom of that one for a long time, folks, and pulled out the win in the end. She's got to be spoken to that one. And folks, if you're excited for Violent Night 2, just know we've got contender 17 coming up next. So we'll determine the heavyweight number 1 contender who's going to face TKO at Violent Night. Find out with me, folks, next on Tombstone TV. Episode 72 of 72 of Tombstone TV. My name is still Bullet Von Awesome. And this is your main event matchup. It's contenders number 17. 10 men will enter. We'll have 2 start, and then at timed intervals, or when only 1 man is left in the ring on their own. A new superstar, a new virtual wrestler will enter the matchup. This will rinse and repeat until all 10 have entered. To be eliminated from the matchup, you must go over the top rope and have both your feet hit the floor on the outside. The winner will be the last man standing in the matchup after all 10 have entered and 9 have been eliminated. The winner will go to Violent Night 2 and they will face the World Heavyweight Champion for the World's Heavyweight Championship. Which athlete now drew the first spot in the matchup? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Cara del Diablo. He's representing Hasta Los Muertes, former heavyweight champion of the world, now that defeated Ren Shem for that title in the past. Cara del Diablo ready to open this matchup, and in his mind surely hoping to go the distance and head to our Christmas themed pay-per-view Violent Night 2. Cara del Diablo, unluckily for him, drawing first position in this match, meaning 9 others will have to enter after him. This is the worst possible spot you can get in the matchup, but if anyone's going to do it, it might be this guy. He's a Mexican sensation. This is a luchador. His brother, Cara de Miedo, has been putting in heck of a great showing for himself recently as well. The team Cara de los Muertes pulling it together here towards the latter half of this year. Who is going to start this matchup off against Cara del Diablo? And will Diablo become a 2-time heavyweight champion of the world? Can he go the distance, like that song from Mulan says? Cara, who held that title, he took the title from Ren Shem and he lost it back to the title. Lost the title back to Ren Shem. Who is Diablo going to be starting this thing off against? The lights go down. And surely not, ladies and gentlemen. It's him! It's Diablo's rival, the devil's rival. It's the Lord himself, representing the Revelation. Lord and Savior is here. These two are going to start this matchup off. Lord and Xavier defeated Zachary Evans last week on Tombstone TV to get his spot in this matchup. Diablo defeated Moonbeam Originales last week to get his spot in this matchup. Of course, it would be these guys locked in an eternal battle. It seems they go back and forth, good versus evil. I'll leave it up to you fans at home. Tell me which is which. Match starts. Both men know each other so well. They both go for the dropkick and neither one connects. Diablo now. Double underhook and he lifts the Lord up. And my God, look at that double underhook suplex and he takes the Lord down. Dropkick to the back of the head. Diablo now with an over the head clubbing blow to the back of the neck of the Lord and an elbow driven into the face of Lord and Xavier. Revelation are backstage for sure, watching on. And the Lord now using the ropes in that corner to pull himself up, and Diablo kicks, midsection kicks and a spinning heel kick to the face of the Lord. And Cara del Diablo now in control of Lord and Savior. The devil whips the Lord off the ropes, and look at that for a massive flapjack, and the Lord goes splat just like that into the center of the mat. Cara del Diablo whipping the Lord into the corner. And he's looking for an elimination here. Trying to force the body weight of the Lord up over the ropes and outside to the floor with the Lord. Drives the point of his elbow into the top of the devil's head. And a headbutt from the Lord. You hit me in the head, I'll hit you with my head, as if he said. And a forearm shot again, taking down Lord and Xavier. Diablo now is wrapping the Lord up. Look at this, targeting the legs, and my God, all the extremities being targeted at once in this one. But the Lord rolls out of it. The Lord escapes. And the Lord taking the devil over to the ropes, and Lord and Savior now goes for the clothesline, and Cara del Diablo is eliminated first. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lord just eliminated Cara del Diablo. And the CWS countdown clock appears. And as the devil has to walk up the ramp, here comes the future shot briefcase holder. The man that won the Masquerade Brawl. This guy's already got a World Heavyweight Championship matchup at a time and place of his choosing. Hiro Satoshi, all the way from Japan, and now he's targeting the Lord with this head crank. Slamming the Lord's head back down flat to the mat, and just like that, stomping on the hands of Lord and Savior. Hiro Satoshi in control now. Can't believe the devil got dropped like that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Massive leg attack to the face of Hiro Satoshi, and now the Lord scoops him for a suplex, taking Hiro Satoshi down. And the Lord connects with the moonsault. That standing moonsault in the center of the ring. The athleticism of that one. Oh, and the Lord goes to eliminate Hiro. Hiro drives the knee into the face of Lord and Savior. Using loads, rights and lefts and chops across the chest. And Hiro now has to struggle as the Lord tries to eliminate him. Lord and Savior with Hiro over the top rope, and Hiro's hanging on. He's technically gone over the top rope. If the Lord can kick him out now, he'll win. He'll eliminate him. But Hiro struggles and gets back into the ring. Forearm shot to the top of the head, and Hiro gets dropped. And now the Lord and Xavier off the second rope corkscrew body attack and takes Hiro down. And another standing moonsault. The Lord connects with Hiro, and a third, but Hiro gets the knees up. And as the Lord struggles back to his feet, Hiro's ready and waiting. Caught the Lord with the back of the head, and he's dragging him around the ring. And now the Lord is up against the ropes, and Hiro close-eyes the Lord over the top, and the Lord has been eliminated. And now the CWS countdown clock appears on stage again. And the dynamic cam's going up the ramp to see who's it going to be. And folks, it's the longest reigning champion in the history of CWS. Will Richards, former Intercontinental Champion, is in next, tying up with one of the longest reigning light heavyweight champs in the history of CWS, Hiro Satoshi, and Dragon Noir, both claiming that honor 112 days. Will Richards in the Intercontinental reign was 224. That's right, folks, double the reign, and 1 day more than the longest heavyweight championship reign held by Major Attraction at 223 days. Will Richards of the rock and roll group Wild Tiger, and he just bounced the head of Hiro Satoshi off the top turnbuckle, and now he's looking for the corner elimination. But Hiro drives the point of the elbow into the face of Hiro Satoshi, and Hiro eats a kick down low, and look at this one big power bomb. No, Hiro rolls through, but he releases it. You can't win the matchup by pinfall. Hiro's been enough of these to know. Points to the elbow to the top of the head, and my God, one more good one. Hiro now whips Will over the top, and Hiro with a running hip attack, and Will Richards is eliminated. Hiro Satoshi left in the ring alone. The next entrant in the matchup, folks, who's it gonna be? It's Major Attraction, the man who did previously hold the longest reign of any championship in the history of CWS. Oh! Major boot out the gates, and Hiro's head got taken off. And the major clothesline. Major attraction means business. Two massive heavy hitting moves to open this one off, and he just whips Hero over the top rope, and that major attraction running spear through the third and the second ropes, taking Hero out of it. And major attraction's left for the ring alone. Major attraction standing at attention for the fans in attendance. And who's in next, folks? It's Travis the Savage Sanchez, another one of the heavy hitters in this division, former Intercontinental Champion. And Travis tries to eliminate Major straight off the bat, and it's not going to happen. Folks, if you remember, Travis is the man that ended Thiago K. Oliveira's Intercontinental Championship reign. Could Travis strike twice and this time take the World's Heavyweight Championship off of TKO? Maybe that will happen, folks, if he can get the matchup. To get the matchup, he must be the last man standing in this one. Travis, who's barely out of his rookie year as a pro wrestler. Major, the veteran of the military and of the wrestling ring. Whether he's on the battlefield or in the wrestling ring, you'll find him on the front lines of combat. Major attraction. Eats some rights and some body shots here from the former pro boxer, but he caught the fist and whipped. Look at that for an arm drag, taking Travis down. And some body shots and right hands of his own. Major attraction's got Travis on the ropes. And he locks up with Travis the Savage Sanchez and whips him. Travis, who's one half of the Savage Hearts. And he eats a major clothesline as well. Major attraction might do it, folks. And he whips Travis over the top, and he goes for that running spear and connects. Travis is out, ladies and gentlemen. Major attraction yet again, standing at attention and saluting the fans who's come out here. Saluting you at home for watching Tombstone TV. Major's never won a contenders match. Will tonight be his night, or will this man take that opportunity from him? It's Parker St. James all the way from Newcastle upon Tyne, and he walked right into that major boot. Parker, who lost the Internet Championship matchup to Totally Not Mark. And oh, he went to spear Major out and got caught. Look at that blood on the face of Parker. He's been in the matchup for like 40 seconds, and the major attraction targets the head again, bouncing off the top turnbuckle. Parker, who defeated Darrell Walker to earn his spot in this matchup just last week, folks, and he's just taken down Major Attraction. You might remember a few weeks ago, Parker St. James defeated Sunbeam on Tombstone TV, so he's wrestled a lot recently. The master of the Tombstone Sound Driver and that Pachede Club clothesline, the arrogance of Youth Elbow, and of course, that Ross Bottom. Dropping the knee across the face of Major Attraction. Major struggling to get to his feet. Parker stalking him, and what's Parker looking for here? He spins him around and driving the knee, and there we have it, a variation of that Pachede Club clothesline. Parker dragging Major and bounces his head off that top turnbuckle, and now looking for the corner elimination. Major's done so well in this matchup so far, and the point of the elbow into the opposite side. Parker said, and the Major clothesline, turn him inside out. Major Attraction now whipping Parker St. James all the way back to Newcastle. A running hip attack, but no, Parker gets the double feet up. He kicks Major in the face, goes for the clothesline to the back of the head, and he eats a Major boot. The action is packed, and the roster is stacked here at CWS, here at Tombstone TV. This contenders match is crazy. CWS countdown clock appears on the screen again, folks. Who is next to enter the contenders match? Looking to make a name for themselves here at Contenders 17. Parker with Major Attraction on the ropes. And folks, is that baby and Nils? He's half French, he's half German, but he's all business. Baby walks right into the ring. And Parker gets taken down with a major boot. Fabian evades one for his troubles, and Fabian, one of the OG roster members here, targets Major Attraction as another OG roster member. Fabian's a former Intercontinental Champion, a former light heavyweight champion, and he would love to add World Heavyweight Championship to his list of accolades. He's one half of the tag team, Hammer and Nails. And look at that, taking Parker down to the mat and a standing moonsault. And he took his eyes off Major Attraction, who's caught Fabian and dragging him around the ring. Fabian's on the ropes. Major, just gonna power Fabian up and over, and Fabian dropped from about 13 feet in the air. Knees, elbows, wrists, and face first. Fabian gets taken out. He worked so hard to be here in this matchup. And he's out so quickly. He will be furious with that. He defeated Big Ben to earn his spot in the matchup, folks. And now Fabian with the slow walk to the back. Parker looking for that Ross bottom, but Major fights out of it with some jabs. Major's in control again, bouncing Parker's face off the top turnbuckle. Right hands, body shots. And look at these multiple shots across the face, and Parker St. James is locked. But he fights back, a kick to the guts of Major. These guys are truly going toe to toe and blow for blow. Look at that for a scoop slam, and Parker now turned the momentum around. CWS countdown clock appears again as Parker drags Major over to the corner. Bounces his head off that top turnbuckle, kick into the midsection, and folks, who's coming down next? Not many men left up in this matchup at all. And ladies and gentlemen, it's Tommy Torque Tombstone as Major Attraction gets whipped over the top rope, and he's hanging on for dear life here. And Torque's just walked in, rock in a hard place here, and he's representing the Grim Reapers. We know that Wrench M and Yamamoto, or the man they call Motor, have a tag team matchup on the Violent Night card. We know that Jackson Gage Harris will be defending his Intercontinental Championship against Pete Bugs, and look at that, Parker's had James with the Pachini Club clothesline and Major Attraction, and he just took him down. Will Torque get onto the Violent Night card as well, folks? Parker now with Major on the ropes, and that clothesline. Oh my God, now Major with the big back body drop, taking Parker over the top rope and outside of the floor, and immediately turns around. Major boot to Torque, and he whips him with such strength, such force that he went over the top rope and outside of the floor. Major Attraction standing tall in the ring on his own yet again, and who can come out and face Major Attraction, folks? Major's up on the ropes, and look, folks, it's Eli Valentine. Eli Valentine next in this matchup. Former light heavyweight champion. Could Eli do the unthinkable and eliminate Major Attraction from this matchup? This is wild. Major Attraction goes over, and Eli Valentine does it. Eli Valentine comes down number 10, and in the career-making moment, eliminates Major Attraction from Contender 17. Eli Valentine's going to the main event, folks. He once tagged with Major Attraction, and now he's eliminated him. Eli Valentine's won a Contenders match before Major Attraction has, and Thiago K. Oliveira, the Brazilian Stallion, will be facing Eli Valentine at Violent Night 2 this Saturday. Folks, join me for Violent Night 2, Saturday 21st of December. With the 12 matches of Christmas, the most violent night of the year. And Eli Valentine's just done the unthinkable, folks. He's booked himself a main event spot opposite TKO. You have been class. Remember to stay decent, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And what are you waiting for, folks? Leave a like in the video, comment, share, put your dream matches in the comment section down below, folks, and have a good Christmas and a good end of the year. My name is from BBA. Thanks for being here tonight, and I hope to see you here on Saturday for Violent Night 2. What an upset. What a night for Eli Valentine. It's Valentine's Day.